Now, if you're someone that runs, you train a lot, you're probably going to want an earbud style like these. Now, they're the sports style open earbuds. There's nothing in your ear canal, so they are not only healthy for your ears, but they are also very comfortable. Now, they're called the Openrock S, and this model here has a runtime of up to 19 hours on a single charge. You do get 60 in total with our case, and they are IPX5 splash and dust resistant. Now this model, because of the sports style of this earbud being the hook design, which is adjustable too, by the way, they are super comfortable. So I can wear these for long hours on end, and you don't get that fatigue you would with the inner ear style. So this is what you will find along with your Openrock S's. We've got a Type-C to Type-A USB cable. Now the charge time is about an hour and a half, and you do get that phenomenal battery life. So you get the 19 hours, up to 19 hours on a single charge, and then 60 in total with the case, because the case has its own internal battery. So there's a user manual. There is some warnings right there, and this here is how to wear them. So they are adjustable with that skin-safe silicone. And on the back, it just points out how to charge them. They come in this simple case, which does charge them, and it's a black matte finish to it. So it can sometimes show a few little marks, which it does already, and this is just me from using these day to day. Now, when they sit inside there, if I give this a bit of a shake, I sometimes hear a little bit of a rattling noise coming out of the case. At the back there, you will find our Type-C port there for charging them, and that's about an hour and a half to charge them. And you see we've got a status LED at the front, and there is a reset button right there. Now they fit in the case quite snug there too. When you place them in, you can see the charging contacts right there. Magnets hold them into place and clearly labeled left and right, so there is no confusion. You can easily get them in and out of this case. And when closed, it will stay closed. It's not going to open up by itself. The Openrock S does have an IPX5 water resistant rating to it. So a little bit of sweat on these, using them in the rain, going for a run in the rain is not going to be a problem. Capacitive touch controls, just pressing here on the back, but I do find them to be quite hit and miss. Often I do need to repeat it and go back and touch it. And yes, I did check out, of course, the instructions to make sure I was doing it all correctly, and I am. It's just that it doesn't seem to register every single time. So how do they sound then? Well, being the open ear design, you don't get the bass I find quite as good as when you have the in-ears with the seal, the silicone tips, but they are not bad at all considering they've got those drivers within them that are the 16.2mm drivers, and the bass is reasonably powerful. Now, it's not the best I have heard, but I think it's respectable, very good for this style of earbud. And the other thing too that I've noticed is the vocals, the mids, seem to be pretty good, and the highs as well. They're not too overly sharp, they're not really detailed, but they're okay. I think they stand out there. And the volume, well, you can increase that quite a bit, and I find it to be decent, and you will be getting the ambient noises coming through too, because of the style of them, of course. They're not in your ears, they're not isolating you at all, there's no isolation, and that's a good thing. As I mentioned quite a few times in this video, it's kind of what you want going for this style, and it means they're just super comfortable. So sound-wise, they do check out. The only minor criticism is the bass isn't quite as powerful as what you'd get with in-ear style. Now, if you intend to use them watching video, so Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, anything like that, right now I'm using Netflix here with an episode of Band of Brothers, and it's fine. The audio is in sync with the actors' mouths. The video and audio seems to be matching up pretty good, almost perfectly there. You can't really tell there is a delay. Now, with gaming, you will notice that slightly, and this is common for Bluetooth. That if you game, you will notice there's a tiny bit of a delay there, but otherwise, they do check out, and I can happily watch episodes on my phone, connect it up, without having any annoying delay. Microphone sample now with our Openrock S over ears, and I do think these mics are really good. So there are 4 mics in total. The call quality I find to be above average here, and they do apply some active noise cancelling with the background, just so you're heard a little better and your call quality is nice and clear. This style of earbuds, sport earbuds with the hook design, I've never had them come off on me, and I don't really think it's possible. Even like when you're jumping up and down like now, that's just not going to come off. And I'm going to run and jog up some stairs here, and you'll see that they don't really move at all, and I don't feel them move about either. And I've got 100% confidence in the Openrock S here that they're not going to fall off when I'm running, when I'm doing any kind of physical activity. They just stay there, so really solid. Now, you could even wear these riding, however, I don't recommend it, but they're not like normal in-ear earbuds that block off all the ambient noise. Riding them now, I can hear everything. I can hear the surroundings about me. I can hear if there's another bike just about to pass too. See that guy just went past there. I can hear everything, so it's pretty safe there. And I wouldn't ride with these on myself personally, not on the road. I just find that I want to have full freedom and be able to hear absolutely everything. But the Openrock S here does not block off ambient noise. So this is one of the positives of them, is you can hear all of your surroundings when you're out riding, training, whatever you're doing. Up to 19 hours on a single charge, so phenomenal battery life. And of course, you get the additional hours then out of the case. So up to 60 in total with that case is very good. You don't normally get that with in-ear style. There'll be nothing like that battery-wise. Of course, being larger, they can use a physically larger battery, so it makes sense. So the sound of them, I think it's very good for the open ear style. They've got a decent amount of bass to them. Now, they won't match or be as good as in-ears when it comes to the bass performance, but I still think it's quite good. The mids and your highs are sounding reasonably good too as well, and the highs aren't overly sharp. They're lacking maybe a tiny little bit of detail, but again, for this style, I do think they are very good. The other thing with them is the touch controls is a little bit annoying, I do find, because a lot of times I would tap here and I want them to pause and nothing will happen, so I have to repeat that. So they are quite hit and miss when it comes to the touch controls. The volume of them, that is good, so I don't have any problems with that. The other two is there doesn't seem to be any app support for these. I can't find an application at all. So there we go, that is the Openrock S, and they're from One Audio. Thanks a lot for watching this review.